Okay, Jeff Debus, Sports Information Director. I'm joined by Calvin Head cross-country coach Brian Diemer. After the conclusion of the 2017 Knight Invite, the women's race took first, the men second, the women took fourth place, the men took first place. And let's just start chronological order. Obviously, one of the highlights for the women was Katie Diemer, the individual winner, time of 17:46. She looked awfully good, didn't she?
She is coming into her own. She is gaining confidence. She gained a lot of confidence this summer, had a really good summer of training. She's been a very good runner, but she's just been tentative. And now she's starting to see, she's starting to believe what us coaches have been telling her, that you're at this new level. We talked about, she has to change her paradigm a little bit. Things are different than they used to be, and you have to be prepared to run in the top of the field, if not run away from the field. She was prepared to do that today, and she at about a mile and 2/3, she realized that the field wasn't running with her, and they were breathing harder, and so she pushed it just a little bit, and she just ran away from the field. It was awesome. She's learning a lot, gaining a lot of confidence, and should set her up well as we work through this season.
Well, as a team, some people trying to find new spots, fill new holes, and even though Katie was able to run away individually, there's some pretty tough runners out there today. Just talk a little bit about the progression of this women's team. It's going to be a work in progress, but I think you guys are hopeful that some people can keep pushing forward.
Oh yeah, you're gonna like this one. It's like in the farmyard. You've got the hen chicken, and you've got chicks running all over the barnyard, and one by one, you've got to gather these athletes, these little chicks together to come together and to be at their very best at the time. And it takes a lot of effort to take one and say, okay, here you go, you got to make these steps. This other one, you've got to make these steps, and to build confidence and to build a sense of purpose in what you're doing. We made a lot of progress today, even though there are some things that we didn't do as well as we wanted to. We're starting to gather our runners around us, and we're starting to gain some confidence. In the group up circle a little while ago, the women are seeing what they need to do, and it's becoming more and more clear how they have to trust each other, how they have to when they say they're going to run in a pack, that certain pack, they need to follow through. There's a lot of power in that, and and on the flip side, when they don't attempt to do what they set out to do, then the team doesn't gain that confidence. So we're in this stage where we're gathering the runners together, and it should be a very good year. Some really good things happen. We had a couple young women do some very very good things, come into the pack that weren't quite there 2 weeks ago. Emma Schroer was our sixth runner in particular. She really managed her energy well over this last week and a half, and she had a really nice race today. Hope Gaffner finished 14th, and she got a shirt. That was one of her goals, and she did that in a different way. We asked her to start out the race a little bit differently. Usually she just goes out really hard and then fades and not able to hold it together. This time we asked her to run a little bit differently and to work inside of a different pack. Actually, that pack kind of stayed together. It was a very loose pack. It wasn't as tight a pack as what we were hoping for, but she ran within herself, and then she was able to finish the second half of the race very strong, and she was even able to have a good last drive over the last 1,000 meters, and she was able to kick and hold off some other runners that really wanted a shirt.
Yeah, that's right. Well, let's move over to the men's side. A very veteran team that, from what I understand, has had a great off season, and they're pretty focused, and they showed it today. Team scored 32 points, outdistancing everyone really by a healthy margin, and guys really just ran together as a pack. I mean, it wasn't just running fast, but running together, wasn't it?
These guys have a whole different mindset going in. These guys are together. This is the most together we have been as a squad in a number of years.
Yeah.
And we are just all really excited about where we're at. They have done the preparation in the summer. They have done the dreaming. They have done the hard work to make the dreaming legitimate. Yeah. And today they went out there. They ran with patience. I told them I was going to be at the 5 1/3 kilometer mark, and I wanted to see them going in the right direction.
Yep.
And I was out there, and I was very pleased. These guys are getting it. These guys are feeding off each other. They're working together instead of working against each other. And there's some really neat things going on. Mark DeYoung is he's strong. He's strong right now. Very, very nice opening race. He has shown us that kind of brilliance in track last spring, and then also earlier this year with some workouts. And now in the first race, he's showing that how he has developed a new consistency. Andrew Philippos is a double All-American in the 5 and the 10,000 meters, and he was right behind Mark DeYoung. So we have some really good pieces to a very nice team. We're excited.
Just talk about moving forward for these two teams. You got a little bit of a break, and you get ready for the MIAA Jamboree, which is going to be hosted by Hope, so not too far of a journey, but it's that first part of the conference leg, so to speak. It's a two-part section. How do you prepare for that?
Well, we're going to be ready to run. We are going to use that as a step, as a confidence builder as we go through the season. It'll be the hardest effort of the week, and we'll be on that line racing. We continue to have things that we have to accomplish each and every meet, each and every practice. We're going to be intentional. We're going to keep bringing this thing towards our dreams.
All right, very good. Well, congrats on a great day. Beautiful weather, and had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
All right, very good. Thanks for stopping by.
You're welcome, Jeff.